What's that movie that all people be watching and projecting ourselves onto? What's that one? It was black and white, and they keep remaking it every few years. The little girl, her mama work at Macy's and
Miracle on 34th Street.
Miracle, a miracle. It's a miracle on 34th Street. It's a miracle on 30. It's a miracle. Some of y'all right now are holding your breath because you love that movie. Is Santa Claus real? The white man gave you something that your own parents bought for you, and you gonna let that man get credit after he had a home invasion at your house? Is he real? Kris Kringle. Yes, sir. St. Nicholas. It ain't got nothing to do with no turkeys. It ain't got nothing to do with no Jesus. And here's where we go. R.H. Macy in New York opens the flagship store at 34th. Macy's has an idea. And in 1924, to celebrate the opening of the new store at Herald Square, 34th, we're going to have a parade. When they let off the last act in the parade, he sits on top of the marquee and on a golden throne and presides over what they called the Christmas parade. Now, everyone knows who is the last act in every Thanksgiving parade. President, who's the last person in the parade? Who's the last float?
Santa?
Of course.
Yeah, okay.
This is why Klaus is last in the parade. After all the balloons, after all the spectacles and the marching bands, every balloon in that parade is a commercial. Every float just about is a commercial. Here comes Snoopy. Here comes Phyllis the Cat. Phyllis the Cat was the first balloon in the 20s, the first big balloon. Anyway, he's one of them legacy balloons. They say legacy balloons, these are joints been in there so long, you don't get rid of them. And each one of them balloons, each one of them floats is tied to something to buy in the store. Macy's is beaming a commercial to the entire world. The last act is Klaus. And Klaus is waving to y'all. He's saying, bye, bye, except he don't spell it B-Y-E, he spells it B-U. Why? Because the next day is Black Friday. R.H. Macy understood. He understood before the social media, before technology changed the game, that this is the biggest commercial for the opening of the Christmas season that could ever be invented. Santa Claus ain't got nothing to do with no tree, no evergreen tradition and pagan European spiritual traditions that the Christians had to incorporate. Ain't got nothing to do with the birth of Christ. This is all about bring your ass here and drag my store from the red to the black in 24 hours. So everybody in here now, it's getting ready to ball up your fist and get into a fist fight at 12:01 a.m. in a Walmart in some place in this country. I want y'all to understand it was all by design. Happy Thanksgiving.